What's going on, everyone? It's Rich Lux, and in today's video, girl, you won't believe the drama. Okay, well, Jeffree Star uploaded a video today. He has finally broken his silence because people were starting to wonder, well, where's Jeffree Star at? What's going on? Star uploaded a 10-minute video where he actually took accountability and what seems like gained some clarity and a lot of reflection of all the drama that's been going on. So first of all, I'm going to give you the rundown in my views and opinions. Very interesting tea. Now, I took notes, girl. I watched the video about 3 times. Oh, my receipts right here.
Now, did I mix myself up in drama? Did I speak on things I shouldn't have speak on? Of course I did.
So if you want, we can pause and I can go in another room and play Banks what I have on my phone, and he can determine if he would have sent the same tweet.
First of all, the fact that Jeffree Star apologized to James Charles was, to me, in my opinion, groundbreaking. I never thought that would happen. I didn't think I would ever see that. The fact that he did that, whoa. I mean, I know some people are still, so a lot of people may be side-eyeing the video, calling it fake. Does he really mean what he said? There's a lot of that going on, right?
I would like to personally apologize to James Charles for the words that I've said and for my actions.
And that's the thing, like, the fact that he apologized to James Charles, does he mean it? And I think that only time will tell, because actions speak louder than words. I think that he got some clarification, did a little self-reflection. I should have gone to James Charles first. When I got the tea about James Charles, I should have gone to James Charles first. I should have told him instead of continuing the drama and telling people like he did on the podcast.
If I was really close with someone, I should have had the ability to just simply call them and ask and say, hey, these were the things that were being said to me. Instead, I didn't. I let people really gas me up, get me going behind the scenes, and I really fell for a lot of things and I got caught up in the hype.
And I think that right there was a great moment. And I think that a lot of YouTubers, and if I'm wrong, I must be on another planet. I think a lot of YouTubers have a lot of pride and ego, especially when they're getting thousands and thousands of compliments and praise from their community. It tends to maybe cloud a little bit of like their judgment or something. The fact that he apologized to James Charles, I think, to me is tremendous. And I was like, whoa, what? Then as the video goes further on, he talks about Black Lives Matter. And like a lot of other people they haven't linked it down below in the description. That's like one of the critiques. He should have linked it in descriptions. So maybe some of the stuff he was talking about, like maybe a donation site or something. But he goes on to talk about BLM and Breonna Taylor. Ends the video with Jeffree Star Cosmetics has a lot coming out pretty soon. So be on the lookout for new makeup coming out. So I think that some people might have looked at that. I was like, oh, come on. He refers to, I don't know, but a Tati Westbrook as the situation. And I think that he somewhat pushed it on her. That's things that were being brought up were lies. I can only say that he was talking about Tati Westbrook, even though he didn't say her name. I only go off what he was saying in the video. He kept referring to things as the situation. So I just kind of felt like, let's call it like I think it is. He was talking about Tati Westbrook. I think he's calling Tati Westbrook a liar. I think he's saying that a part of the video when Jeffree Star said, and then I shouldn't have listened to what people were saying. I got caught up. They fueled my flame in essence, right? I'm like, well, who was the one in your ear speaking negatively about James Charles that kind of maybe gassed you up? Right? Because then that person just needs to go. Acknowledge it because it happens. Like, I know that we're all humans and we're all adults here, but I think it can. I think if you have someone in your ear all the time telling you something negative about somebody, it plants a seed and it starts to grow. And I think that maybe if it was indeed Tati, we don't know because he didn't say that's who it was. But if it was indeed Tati who was saying negative things about James Charles, then maybe that seed got planted and then he just had like this vendetta. But then the same thing goes against what Tati was saying, because Tati was saying that Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star were telling her stuff behind the scenes and manipulated her, and then, and made her think of, at this point, everyone's just fighting over James Charles, right? James Charles has yet to publicly talk about Tati Westbrook. She even mentioned her in the video or anything like that. I believe they are following each other on social media. And the same thing with Jeffree Star. Now that Jeffree said he apologized to James Charles, it's up to James Charles if he wants to accept Jeffree Star's apology or not. And I honestly don't think, you have to understand, James Charles, I know everyone always says it, is a very young person, a young kid. And is he adult enough to understand to let go and let God, or let go and forgive and move on? Or will he hold a grudge, or just not acknowledge them at all, not acknowledge Tati, not acknowledge Jeffree Star, not acknowledge Shane Dawson, the fact that he apologized? And will they film videos together? Do you think that this is the end all? That's it, it's over, everyone's kumbaya, walking children in nature, everything's totally fine? I don't think so. I feel like what's next? Like, is Tati gonna drop another video? Is Tati waiting for Jeffree to drop a video? Is that what it was? I think that a lot of people were expecting Jeffree Star to come hard, come with receipts, expose people, and he basically caught Tati on her bluff, because he didn't do that. He basically sat down and had a very mature conversation. For those who want to believe that's what it was or not. Some critiques. Thank Margot Indigo for this one, because I was like, what is your critique on the situation? When he said, I was manipulated, I should not have listened, instead I was a part of this. He brought things to light that said, should not have listened. He should have said, I was a part of this, and it had severe consequences. And what I did was wrong, and what I did was gross. I think that's something that he should have said in the video, and I agree with Margot Indigo on that part. But also, I think that if it is true that Jeffree Star has a huge ego and a lot of pride, him saying, I apologize to James Charles, I'm sorry for James Charles, that takes a lot. If you're someone who has a lot of ego and a lot of pride, right? Especially if you have millions and millions, if not billions of dollars behind you, you might have that characteristic of, I don't need to apologize to you. Who are you? What? You know who I am? I'm a billionaire. Why am I going to apologize to you? If that's true, right? Let's just say that's true of Jeffree Star. Then him saying, I apologize, I'm sorry to James Charles, took a lot. Like, you had to literally move mountains to apologize to James Charles. Does that make sense? Have you ever met someone who has a lot of pride and a lot of ego, who it's very difficult for them to apologize and accept things that they may have done wrong, to take the L in that situation? So I think that Jeffree Star, in essence, took the L when he apologized to James Charles, but I just feel he also should have apologized to Tati Westbrook if she feels any type of way, any negativity toward him. Because sometimes, like, I know I've apologized to people and I'm like, look, I don't know if I offended you. I didn't mean to offend you. I didn't want to offend you. But if I did in any way, I want to apologize for that. And I think that's something he could have done if he wanted to squash it. But because there is lawyers and legal involved, I don't know what's going to happen. At the time making this video, Jeffree Star has turned off the comments of that video. So a lot of the Star family or all the detractors of Jeffree Star, they can't comment or say anything. And I think maybe because of legal being involved, if there's any type of negativity in the comments down below, then maybe Tati could, say that I'm losing subscribers or money because of those comments in your section. So maybe that's why he turned it off. But I don't know at this point. Who knows? But it's just very interesting team. Very interesting team. Do you think it was a great apology? Do you think it was decent? Do you think it was the worst on YouTube? Did you like the furniture in the video? Did you see the hair? I mean, now we're going to wait on those videos. The body language of Jeffree Star. What does it mean? I get a lot of negative comments and a lot of criticism for supporting Jeffree Star, for supporting Shane Dawson. And with that, I have to say this. I know these people now. I didn't know them back then, right? I judge people for who they are right here, right now, and what they present to me in my face. That's how I go and I judge people. Because if people judge me on my past, then I probably wouldn't have any friends or whatever. It's kind of hard for you to move forward with your life when you have people constantly bringing up the past. So it kind of prevents you or makes it hard for you to change or be a better person. In conclusion, I think that Jeffree Star is a person that is wholeheartedly working on himself. I think that he knows that he pops off, whether it be out of anger, whether it be out of or being spontaneous, but he pops off, takes to his phone, says mean stuff in the past and what he's done. I think for him to realize that and now speaking on it on the video, realizing that, I think it puts him more under the microscope for people to be like, well, if you do it again, it's like that, right? But I think that he will do it again because he is human and we all make mistakes. Seems like a very tricky thing to navigate, but at the same time, I don't think it is. I just think that Jeffree Star is a person that is working on himself, on trying to be a better person. And for whatever reason, there's something there that sometimes brings him back to the old Jeffree Star. But not necessarily all the way back. But when he starts to go back a little bit, you have people like Shane Dawson who reminds him of who he really is, and he comes back. Because in the video, Jeffree Star kept saying, I was slipping. Shane Dawson caught me when I was slipping and stuff like that. So I think when slipping, starting to think negatively, and Shane Dawson would bring him back to think positively. So maybe there's a lot of underlying issues that we don't even know about, but I do think after watching the Jeffree Star video, I do think there was some type of therapy involved. Just how calm he was, the fact that he recognized, had some clarity and self-reflection on some of the situation. But that's just my opinion. It really matters what you guys have to say about all the drama in the comments down below. So let me know what you think about all that. I'll be interested to see if you liked his video, if you didn't like his video. And remember, smash that like button, comment, rate, subscribe. It helps the channel so much. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. I love you so much.